Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Reed Bakes, and welcome back to my video of cards from the card swap that I host. Today is all about Valentine's Day cards. So we have over 25 different cards here that have been handmade by some amazing card makers that are participating in my card swap, which you can too if you would like to participate in my future card swaps. Link is down below to my Facebook group where you can be accepted, and you will get all the information about joining in on future card swaps. So without further ado, let's jump in, and don't forget to give these ladies some amazing love. They worked so hard and did such a fantastic job on all their beautiful cards. So let's take a look at them one by one. This first set of cards is by Shamika Spencer. She used a craft cardstock base, and look, she even put a little something fun in the center. I love those. So it is a white sheet of paper that she's cut out the corners with a corner punch and then added a little stamp in the corner that has a heart in red. Love it. On the front, we have a double layer. We have a mint, and then there's this pattern paper with all the beautiful roses. And my guess is this is a die, and it's the same die that she used on the inside. She's just replicated that same concept. So we have a matted layer here. Over top of that, we have a red ribbon, and then she's got a double layer of black cardstock with a mat of the white paper that she has stamped the Happy Valentine's Day with the arrow and the little hearts. My guess is that was a stamp set that was already put together. Because they're identical. Both these cards are identical, and she did a whole bunch like this. Then in the center here, we have a little bit of some black glitter paper. And on top of that, we have another embellishment, and I think this is a print out, the word love, and then she's added this beautiful scalloping all across the outside of that. And that whole set, the glitter paper and the love, has been popped up, and so pretty. I love those. This next batch is from Linda Barton, and then she went a completely different color scheme with her card, and I love that. Valentine's Day does not just have to be pink and red. It could be anything, and I love blue. Woo! So we have a blue. This is more of like a sky blue. I don't know, it's not quite teal. I don't know, turquoise? I guess it's a turquoise color background paper. On the inside, she's added a little bit of white cardstock, so that way you can write on it cleanly. And then it's just a matter of adding layers. We have a layer of yellow cardstock, then we have a layer of the royal blue, and then we have a layer of white. Now what she has done is she's taken all these fun little heart punches, and as you can tell, she made a whole bunch of these cards. They're absolutely identical. She glued down all of these little heart punches, and they're just alternating the same punch over and over in a rainbow of colors. And here she did Roy G. Biv. I love it. Little rainbow of hearts. And then once she glued those down, she then ran that through an embossing folder. And there it is. You can see it. So you can see all the hearts are perfectly aligned. So you glue it down, then you run it through, and then she glued that white sheet that's been embossed with all the hearts to the blue sheet. And then she added a green ribbon across the top, which folds around all the way to the inside and had the ribbon lay perfectly in the center. And she's added a little, like a pop dot or a little piece of glue or something to make sure that ribbon stayed put. And they're so cute. I love the rainbow theme. That's so fun. All right, this next batch of cards are from Dawn Ray. She made a whole bunch exactly like this. What she has done is she has taken a white cardstock, as you can see right here, and on the front she has added this mirror board, and it's in this beautiful purpley pink color. So as you can see here, it's a little bit of a thicker cardstock. It's one-sided. Then the paper on top of that, we have another sheet of white paper. She has cut into two pieces. So she's taken a mat and then cut a V out of it and then lined it up. And so it isn't attached right here, but she made it so that comes right back to that point on all of her cards. So it looks like this kind of ray coming out, and you can see that pop of that foil paper from behind. Really cool design. Then we have a stamped Happy Valentine's Day in red. She has taken some more of that foil paper and she has die cut out, and it's been embossed. This one says XOXO, true love, love. Here we have another one that says you rock, me and you. So it was probably like a whole set of these where it was a whole bunch of little hearts that were die cut out and then embossed, and they look so super cute. Let me see if you guys can see those. There it is. You can really see it there. Then up in the corner, we have a piece of glitter, white glittered paper that she has die cut. And it's got this beautiful kind of scallopy edge around the outside. And then another beautiful heart that also has a scallopy edge with a little bit of a stitching going around, probably from the same set. And she's popped up the top one to be a beautiful, cute card. This next set of cards is from Rachel McKenzie. She has the same design. She just changed up one little thing, which makes the cards look a little different, but very similar. I love that. White cardstock base, as you can see here. And then what she's done is she's taken an embossing folder. And she's actually done it to the front side of the card on both the cards. For this card, it's a beautiful embossing. I don't know if you guys can see that. There it is. And it looks like it's like a woven basket, and it's got all these beautiful designs. So when you run the embossing folder through on one side, it only gets, or you could fold it and then have it go over when you run it through your machine. And therefore it embosses the front side of the card, leaving the back side plain so you can write on it. So this one's got that beautiful basket and all those gorgeous scallops, and this one's a series of dots. They both are absolutely beautiful. I love that. And I love how she's left right on the edge there of the embossing folder so you can see that filigree coming through. Then on the front of the card for both of them, exactly the same as the rest of it, a stamped Happy Valentine's Day on a white sheet of paper with a little glitter heart in the corner, and then it's been popped up. And then here we have a little bit of vellum. You can see I haven't seen vellum in a while. It pops up every now and then, and I love it. A little bit of vellum that has been cut into a heart, and on top of that, we have a die cut in red cardstock, the word love. 6 batches from Cindy Ferran, and she's made a whole variety of different cards. This is the first batch of what she's done. We have a white cardstock base that opens like this. On the front side of both, and these are all identical, she has taken a pink sheet of paper and then embossed it, and the embossing has 3 different designs. So at the top, there, as you can see all 3 now. You have a little bit of a woven pattern in like little diamonds. Then we have kind of a wave pattern. And in the bottom is some hearts. And then what she's done in this wave pattern, and the pattern has a little dot in between. And I can't tell based on looking at it. I can't tell it's a whole series of dots or between the dots she has then added in the sequins. But she's followed the wave pattern with the sequins and either done alternating with the dots or every other dot she put a sequin. One of the two. It still works regardless. It's very, very fun. It's a great way of using the embossing folder to your benefit, which I think is fantastic. In the corner, we have a stamped Happy Valentine's Day. She's done on white and cut it out, placed it in the corner. And at the very, very top, she's got a series of 2 ribbons. So she's got a white ribbon, and on top of that, she's taken some baker's twine and then tied a little bow in the corner and had it come down as a beautiful embellishment to the card. So gorgeous. All right, Cindy also made this next pair of cards, and they are so cool and different. They're a 3-dimensional card that you don't open up, which I think is so fun. So what she's done is she's taken a sheet of cardstock, and this was probably some sort of die, is my guess, or maybe she cut this, I'm not sure. So she cut out 2 rectangles right here. Okay, then she's placed a patterned paper on the top side, inked those edges, added a banner that went across in this beautiful, it's almost like a mauve, not mauve, sorry, it's like a maroon color, but it's got a little bit of a design on the background. Added this beautiful die up in the front that's a contrasting color in back into that ivory color. It's really pretty, and it's got these hearts, and she displaced one heart, popped this one up, added a couple of gems, which kind of helps hold the whole card together. Then what she's done is she's added another element. So inside the card, there's this little flap. So she's had to cut out the 2 sections, and that's the 2 sections, and it flaps up. So you could do this with a die. I'm sure there is some die out there, but you could also do this by hand. You just kind of score up and you cut with your scissors up to a point and then fold. And so you cut up here and then you fold, and you have this little flappy insert. So she's added a sheet of paper that when it folds down, it folds to still be an A2 size card. So it fits for the height. So it just is the same height as the insert. So it just kind of folds over a little higher, actually, is what she's done. Beautiful patterned paper. It looks like it's a marbly effect, almost like you could do it with like the shaving cream kind of paper. Beautiful colors. Another die cut piece that says the heart in the same paper is down below. So when you open up the card fully, this is where you could write your sentiment right here and right here, because that's the way it closes. And the neat thing is that when this card sits on a table, you don't stand it up the traditional way. It would sit on the table like that. And that would be so stinking fun. It's just something fun, a little different, a little bit kind of out of the ordinary. It's not your typical just open up card. It is a little bit of a change, and I think it's so fun. So the other thing, if you want to look here, she's also, when she die cut out these pieces, they fit perfectly within there. So my guess is this might have been a die, but you could definitely do it by hand. It would just take a little bit more work, and you'd have to have your ruler and your measurements down perfect, but it can be done. I'm almost positive it could be. Look how cute those are. All right, so another set of cards by Cindy, and I love this technique. It takes a ton of time, and kudos to those people that do it, because I don't have the time or the patience to do this technique, but I love it when you guys do it for me. All right, or when I see the cards come in person, I truly appreciate the amount of work that goes into this card. We have a very pale pink, like a blush pink background of the card. On top of that, we have this pattern paper where it says love, 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 love in red, and it's got the pale pink that she matched. Gorgeous. Then, this is where all the hard work comes. She has taken a series of dies and she die cut out every single one of these hearts. Now, it could have been a strip or it could have been that she placed them all individually. And she die cut out the front of the paper with the love. So if you notice, it matches perfectly. She then die cut out, and my guess is, and if you kind of look, so you can see I'm kind of fanning it out right here, she has taken a whole bunch of paper, and either you stick it down, you glue it, and you like can do it 2 or 3 at a time, and you start building up the paper. You add the paper, add the paper. My guess is it's about 10 sheets, and then you place it right back in with that top layer of the paper being the pattern paper that you can see, and it pops it up. Isn't that cool? So look how many times she had to add paper to the pattern paper below, and she made 4 of these cards, or 5, something like that. She made 4 or 5. That's a lot of little hearts to build up over and over again to give it that dimension, at least 10 sheets of paper below that. So it's gluing sheets of paper together, adding them up. You could probably glue 2 to 3 sheets, then run it through, you know, I don't know if you can do all 10 at the same time. It depends on your cutting machine, but that is absolutely fantastic, and that's a lot of work. And our last pair of cards from Cindy, here we have a beautiful, this one opens a little differently again. Ta-da, here we go. So it's a pale pink background of a card, and then we have a pattern paper with a whole bunch of little swirly hearts on it. And then a die cut where it says, it's just a beautiful, it almost looks like you took kind of like pancake batter and you try to make a heart and it's got opening. It's really cool. I think it's just so much fun. It's a really fun little die that you got there. A couple of sequins over here in the corner that are pale, and then we have a sending hugs die that runs along, gives you a nice straight line, and she's added a little gem for the eye. So cute. Next batch comes from Carly Van Nest, and she made a whole series of cards that are similar but a little different. So the base cardstock and the colors are all exactly the same. So here we have a card that opens up vertically, and on the inside she added something really pretty. We've got a white, and then she's added a couple of stamps, and it's on this really deep pretty red. I love that. Here we have another card, same concept as you can see going across, very similar, identical actually. On the front of the card, she has taken a white sheet of paper, matted it to the card, and she has run it through her embossing folder. And so you can see it looks like a quilted pattern. It's very, very pretty. So gorgeous. Then she has a little bit of pattern paper, and this is where things start to kind of divert a tiny bit. The pattern paper may change. Sometimes she's used this beautiful pattern paper with all the flowers. Sometimes they're hearts. She's kind of changed it up, but they're all exactly the same size. Then on top of that, we have a little bit of a banner. So we have the red cardstock repeated again with a white sheet of paper stamped Happy Valentine's Day that's been fishtailed, and then a little ribbon in the corner in red. Love that. Then we divert again. So then she has a series of hearts. Now all the cards is exactly the same. We have a series, 2 hearts, 2 hearts, or 3 hearts, 2, 3, 2, 3, and they're open chained hearts. Very cute. Then this is where the change happens. Sometimes we have a series of 3 little hearts up in the corner, but the corner may change. They all went up on the vertical, and she did a whole bunch that were like this, and they were all a little bit different. Sometimes it was this design with the 2 hearts, but with the heart paper. So the variation of how she did it kind of altered a little bit. So she has 3 hearts, or she could have 2 small hearts, and she's mismatched them in the top and the bottom. So very fun. All right, Carly's cards again, and if you notice, very similar. So same as last time. They all open up with the stamp on the inside. I love it when they do something when people make cards and there's just a little bit of an interest on the inside. Still the embossed with the quilt pattern, still the pattern paper. See, same kinds of pattern. This one's actually a little bit different. It's a smaller floral pattern, but very same. The hearts again. We still have the same fishtail with the stamp and the bow on the red popped up. But then what she's changed for this card, so far everything's the same, but this placement, instead of being in the middle, she's brought it down. Okay, so these cards, the design is all the same. So she's moved down that little banner and allowed it to have bigger hearts up here. So instead of having little tiny hearts, she has larger hearts. We have the piece hearts. So it looks like these 2 pieces went together, and instead of just not using one, she separated them out and then added a 3rd heart. So sometimes they're disconnected, sometimes they're all in a chain, sometimes they're just the solid hearts with some smaller hearts in there. And there was other cards where it was just the open heart. So she just kind of played around with where the hearts were, sometimes 3, sometimes 5, you know, just kind of played around with it, sometimes 6, just kind of had some fun. the last card she made for me, and she said, "This is yours, Erin, keep it." So that was really fun of her. So she made a card, same kind of concept on the inside. This time it's not been embossed, and it's the same little emblem on the front, stamped, no bow this time, and then just a few simple hearts. This is a great way if you just want to go a little bit simpler, but still a super elegant card and absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Carly. This next batch is from Tracy Harvey, and she's in a whole bunch of different variations. This is the first one, as you can tell, very similar, just change the orientation of the card. So here we have a green. I love this. This is a green background paper with white on the inside. And then the entire front of the green, she's added the pink with the dots paper. So you can't even see that there's green anymore. It's completely been covered up. Then she's taken a sheet of purple cardstock. And on this one, she's added a series of dots. And there is a stamp that says, "Love is sweet." She just stamped it in a very light color. And then here she has done it, and she's done it in a red glitter embossing. She's heat embossed that in, and it says "Love is sweet." Then she's added the pattern paper of the hearts, the black hearts with kind of the scribble. It's so cute. I love that. It looks like a little kid made hearts and they peeled off the stickers. It's really fun. It's like, I don't know, reminds me of kid artwork, but I love it. And again, the orientation's very similar. So she's left more of a banner down here. Here she's left a banner down here to allow you to add some stamping in the bottom. And then we have that glitter. It's like glitter ribbon in pink on both going vertically. And then we have the popped up section. This one says "Be Mine." So she's got a pink cardstock with a white cardstock stamped in pink that says "Be Mine." And that whole thing has been popped up. And that's the same. And it's following that linear banner of the ribbon. So cute. Next set card's also from Tracy. And you can tell exactly the same design, just changed up some of the elements. But the design is identical. We have a card that is opening up vertically. Here we go. It's a white cardstock base on, then on top of that, she's added the pink paper. And then on top of that, she's cut the exact same size of the pattern paper. Here we have a purple with pink dots, and here we have that beautiful heart scribble paper again. So cute. Then we have a T section. So if you look at it like that, it looks more like a T, but you get the idea. This one's been done in silver glitter ribbon, and this one's been done in a scallopy purple ribbon. That's so pretty. I love that. On the pink layer up here, she's added a stamp, and it's a little mailbox fluttering out little hearts and says "Sending you sweet thoughts." Very cute. And then right at the cross the T, she has a layer. So here we have a circle scallop that's in pink, and on top of that, a white circle that's been stamped "I heart you," and the heart's in a circle. That's so pretty. And that whole piece right here has been popped up. All right, we only made one of these, or Tracy only made one of these, and it's so cute. So she's got the same stamp as we did on the last card. Here we have a card that is opening up horizontally. Very fun. White cardstock base, purple matte on the front of that. Then we have the pink cardstock that she's added the scallop border to, and behind that she has popped some metallic paper in silver. Very pretty. We have a Valentine's Day ribbon that's been tucked underneath, that same stamp "Sending Sweet Thoughts" in the top. And then we have that scallop in a darker pink this time. And then we have a circle in that metallic and that silver. On top of that, we have a white with a February 14th, and then it's been all layered and popped up. Another cute one from Tracy. This one we have a pink card opening vertically that she has rounded the corners, that beautiful pattern paper with the scribble hearts on it. Now we have a different, it's almost, I mean, can you hear it? It's got texture to that ribbon. It's almost a little bit chenille, but it's not. It's got some texture. It's really pretty. Stamped down here, "Love is sweet" in it's a clear embossing powder on the pink, so it pops up a bit better. So it's been heat embossed with clear embossing in the stamp. And then we have a popped up little cupcake stamp in purple. It's got a little heart on there that she's added some gems on top of pink paper, on top of a white mat that's been all popped up. So cute. All right, another set of cute cards from Tracy. She made 3 of these, and they're a little bit different in the design, but then she has one more that's exactly the same as this one. So what she has done is she's taken a white cardstock base, opened it, and I believe this one is a little bit different opening, but the same front. So you can have it open differently, but the card is identical. Then she's taken a purple cardstock as a mat, and she's embossed it. And it looks like a basket weave. It's so pretty. I love that embossing folder. But then for this particular card, she's taken a strip of paper. This time it's been horizontal. This one is vertical, and it's a pattern paper. This one looks like it's a whole bunch of brush mark roses. And this one is a strip of black paper with little hearts that are pink and white on there. So that's the difference. This one we have a vertical ribbon because it's going to go the opposite direction than her pattern paper in a pink with a little bit of a silver trim. And then this one we have a horizontal ribbon to counteract the verticalness of the card with the pattern paper. And it is in a pink glittery. And it's that texture again. It's really fun. It's almost got, and it's so cool. It's just, you just want to play with it. I don't know why that's amusing to me, but it is. Then we have a white sheet of paper with that same beautiful stamp. It's the open box. It says sending you sweet thoughts. The February 14th on that silver paper stamped and popped up. The only difference she's done again is on this one, she has added a black mat of paper. I don't think she did it here because this was already on black, but she did it here to kind of offset because we had a pink and the pink and it just to kind of make it pop a little bit better. So cute. Another set of cards from Tracy, and these ones all have very, very similar designs, but there could be very small tweaks. So for this first card here, we have purple. They all have a purple base, and she's left a sheet of pink paper in here for you to decide if you wanted to glue that in or not. So your call. And as you can see, she kind of taped in her ribbon right there. Very cute. For this one, she's rounded the corners. She also rounded the corners, but for this one, she left the plain. She didn't round the corners on that one, which I think is kind of fun. She's also changed up her ribbon. So I mentioned here we have a glittery ribbon. Here we have a white ribbon with silver trim that she's added a bow to. She did the same thing for this. And she just kind of alternated between those couple of different ribbons on her cards. Then we have a vertical strip of pattern paper. Sometimes it is a foil paper. This one's in red. Sometimes it's a pattern paper. Here's hearts, here's some swirls, and I think that was about all the different ones that she used. Sometimes she also added an extra layer, like here we had a pop of some blue on top of the red, just for something a little bit different. In the corner, it's been stamped loads of love, and she did that in blue, which I think is so fun. So right there, you can see that right in blue. On top of that, we have our stamped image of the cute truck. So here we have the truck stamped in blue again, and then the little hearts in here that are in the bed of the truck have been stamped in red and then colored in. Sometimes they're colored in blue, sometimes they're colored in a light pink. Here we just did the blue only, and then sometimes she's colored in a little bit on the car or the truck. Sometimes she's left it blank, but for the wheels, she added in little gems. I think that's so cute. Then she has layers. So here we have it layered on blue paper with a pattern paper all popped up. Same thing, different pattern paper, but still very similar. And here she's just matted it on pink paper. Probably she didn't want to add the blue because there already is blue back there, which works out just perfectly. So she's got a whole bunch of different variations on these types of cards. Lots of things. She even had one, there was a vertical strip of paper and the car was on there a little bit higher, or the truck was on there a little higher, but the same concept for all of them. They're all very sweet. All right, next batch is from Christie Gardino. Here we have 3 cards, same design, but a little bit different on each. Again, we have a gray cardstock base opened up with a pop of red on the inside, white cardstock base, pop of teal, and same thing on this one, but the design is exactly the same. So then on top of that card base, we have a mat of a pattern paper. Here it's this hugs and kisses paper, and here it's a little sweet hearts. Then on top of that, we have a stamped image, and she stamped the heart. Here we did it in red, here purple. And then she stamped on top of that in dark blue. So it says love big. For this, on this vertical piece that's on the white with a stamp, she's off-centered it. These ones she's kept vertical, but she's added the little foam glitter sticker hearts in the corners of all of them. For this card, she has also added a vertical ribbon along the edge that has been all the way through and then tied in the front. And for this card, she has a vertical ribbon just straight down the middle, and then you just see it kind of tucked in there. So it just kind of has this little element, but when you open it up, it has a big impact because you can see it right there. So cute. Here's another one, fun one from Christie Gardino. Now it could go this way, it could go this way. That's pretty much it because you really don't open cards this way, even though I have put them together like that before. So we're going to do it this way for grins and giggles. So we have a cream cardstock base, open it up, plain on the inside. And then this is a die. This is a series of dies. So here we have, it's 2 layers of pink cardstock, then another layer of pink cardstock. So you can kind of see all the layers back behind here. And then a layer of red cardstock. So it was a whole bunch of layers to make all these beautiful heart arrows. And on top of that, we have a banner. And the banner has been done in red and then pink on top. And you could totally add a stamp to it and stamp whatever sentiment you like. Or you can leave it plain like she did. It's still cute. Couple other cards from Christie. Here we have a very bold stripe. I love it. This is on a red cardstock base and a white cardstock base. The design is very, very similar. Open it up and we have a white insert. Open this one up, we have a red insert, so she's like alternated. It's very fun. Same pattern paper as a mat on the front. It's that red and white stripe, but it really does make a difference when you see it on the red paper versus the white paper. It looks so completely different, which is so fun. Then we have a series of hearts. So we have a red heart that is full, and here's the white. See, she's mirror imaged them, she's flipped them. Here we have the adore with all the fun, the open heart in white, and here it is in red. Again, flipped it, so fun. This one, she's changed up the design in terms of having as horizontal card. We have 3 buttons down along the side and then one little heart that's a foam sticker heart. And here she's just added a single stripy button with a foam sticker. So you can definitely see that she's kind of got the same pattern, just you can orientate it different ways. It works beautifully. The last change is up on this card because it was on the white. She added in 3 layers, and you can see it when you open the card of the red and white baker's twine. So pretty. Last set of cards from Christie. They have this cute little jar on them. I love it. So here we have 3 different colors of cards. We have gray, we have pink, we have white. Open it up, we have a pink insert, no insert, and a pink insert. I think she was just going for pink on the inside unless it already had it. Then she's taken a pattern paper, different one, hugs and kisses, these little stars, so cute. And then we have the hearts right here. Then we have a stamped image of the jar. So it's a jar, and inside the jar we have different candies. We have the conversation hearts, we have some jelly beans, and we also have a little lollipop, and she's colored in the jelly beans and lollipop on all of them and left the rest blank. So cute. Then at the top it says, "You melt my heart," and that's been stamped in pink. And all that has been on pink cardstock. For the first 2, she's left it purely vertical. For the last one, she offset it, and she added little enamel stickers here in green, purple, and white, and it could be different colors. Works the same. She did not add it under this one because it's getting hidden. It would probably pop off. So in the corner, here we have our twine. This one is in white and gold, pink and white, and pink and white as well. Here we have 3, 3, and 5. She really had fun on that one. So she's just wound it around and tied a little knot up in the corner, and it's so adorable. This next one is from Trisha Padma, and she had a ton of fun with this one using different types of metals. I love that. So she got out her metal wires and she had a blast. I think they're so cute. The cards might be a little bit different in the design than what she did, but she's adding in these bugs and they're so adorable. So I don't know if these were stickers already or if she made them. I'm not sure, but they are cool. I love it. Or this whole thing could already be a sticker. They might already be. These might already be stickers in place. Regardless, if you've got little word pieces and if you've got some wire, you could totally make that. You can get some great ideas from stickers that are already existing by like taking it and doing it yourself. That's so much fun, especially if they don't even make those stickers anymore. All right, so here we have a pink card base, 2 different colors of pink, as you can see here. On top of this one, we have a pattern paper, and on top of this one, it looks like she's added a little bit of some texture and some ink or something. And then we have these fun stickers. So these ones make them look like lace. Here we have just a single heart, and here we have a butterfly, a heart, and then this little design on the side. And then she has taken this, and I think it's a sticker set because they're 2 perfect, identical from one to the other for her to, she could have done it herself. Not doubting that one bit. And so it's this love bugs. So here we have love bug, and then she's got the little bug right there, and they're just popped up, and they look like they're a whole set. And then here we have the love bug again, but then we also have one that looks like a heart. It's so cute. And then she's just added another little flower sticker in the corner. All right, this next batch from Trisha is all about using a fancy sticker as the main focal point. So here she's taken various colors, backgrounds of cards, light pink, dark pink, and a purple, and then a pattern paper. Here we have a vertical pattern paper of big stripes, a little checkboard. Here we have lots of hearts and vertical stripes, and then she's added a large sticker in the center. So here they're all kind of like vases with flowers in them. Here the flowers are coming out. You can see that they're kind of having some fun. She added some more flowers onto this one, I think. Here she added an embellishment on top. It says, "You warm my heart," with more stickers, and here she's added some extra butterflies around it. And then we have a little vellum sticker thing that's like been stamped, and then there's vellum over top, and it says, "Just for you." Here we have, it looks like she took a puffy sticker and wrote in love, added some little dewdrops. I mean, there's just lots of fun elements. But the key thing here is that vertical main sticker. And then this one, she's also added some little conversation hearts that are in foam stickers. Very fun. So here she's done a wide variety of cards that use up these beautiful lacy stickers, and they could be butterflies or hearts. There's designs, and she did a whole bunch of these types of stickers in there, and you've seen a couple already show up. Main cardstock base, here we have pink, a light pink, and a dark pink again. This one she left blank and just added strips of washi tape and then put the stickers down with some gems on there. So elegant. Here we have a pattern paper, another washi tape, and some stickers, and then popped up this little happy Valentine's Day with some little flowers tucked behind. So cute. And then here we've taken another pattern paper, a vertical strip here with a beautiful little flower, not a flower, a beautiful sticker that is a bird, and then she's added some little dewdrops on some of these, or these could be like the Nouveau drops, and then another stamped image, lots of love here in the corner. So cute. All right, next she's done a whole bunch, and I'm going to pull, after I show you all these, kind of pull a couple aside to show you more specifically what she did. But here it's the focal element is one big element in the center that draws your attention. It could be a sticker, it could be like a stamped image, kind of a set, it could be an embossed image, it could be a die cut image, it could be a doily with stickers on top. So let's pull apart 3 so you guys can see. All right, so the background of the card could be a light pink, a dark pink. Sometimes she's rounded corners. Sometimes we have a bold pattern paper and then a double layer, or it could just be a main pattern paper or just the card itself. It all changes. So for this one, it looks like she's added a pattern paper of pink, and then on top of that, she's done a very distressed, add lots of color, looks like lots of splatters, could be inking, and just, you know, all kinds of fun stuff happening here in blue to make it look like it's the ocean. And then we have a little whale that she has heat embossed in silver, and it's got a spray and little hearts are coming out of that spray, and then she's added some sequins up there. And then she's got a little stamp down here that says Happy Valentine's Day on a fishtail in pink, and that has been heat embossed also with the silver. Over here, her main focal image is this little gnomes, a couple of gnomes, Romeo and Juliet, I guess. My kids and I actually saw that movie. And so she's stamped, colored, and then die cut out the 2 gnomes, add the Be Mine, and then it's on a little hill valley. She's colored the whole thing in, and then added some of this, it's called Flower Soft, and it looks like it's a whole bunch of different colors, so it looks like it's on a hill that's covered in flowers. That's a smart idea. Then over here we have a doily. She's done a couple with doilies, or it could have been a die cut, or she's added just a sticker. This is actually an embossed doily. It's a really pretty embossed doily too. So I don't know if this is a die where it's been die cut out, or if this is an actual doily. I think it feels like it's a doily. And then she's added a sticker, the ribbon, and then she's taken little dots in there and gone through the center of all the flowers. It's very pretty. Look at all that. Aren't they so amazing? And they did such a fantastic job. Thank you so much for watching this video and for leaving the amazing thumbs up and comments to all these amazing card makers that do not have channels for themselves. So if you have a chance to see all the amazing art and card making that is out there. Woohoo! So again, if you are interested in joining in my swap, my Facebook link is down below for my card making swap group. And I hope you guys please subscribe, hit that bell button for future notifications, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.